Hey, you guys. Oh, Stockton Garnet's here, 117. For a firearm video, I'm kind of loose right now because I had like a whole bottle of Fireball whiskey, and that's the War Devil official drink, so I'm kind of loose. Not drunk, not shit-faced, but loose. So I'll be kind of slurring my words right now. Okay. I'm here to update you on the Stockton Garnet status. So my 19 Enfield, as you know, had problems. If you've watched the previous videos, it's had problems. So I had to trade it off for a 30-06 U.S. Sporterized 1917 Enfield. I'll let you guys get a full view of it. For those of you that want to draw this, I know that there are people like that because I used to be someone like that. Okay. It's a sporterized hunting version. 30-06, World War I. Now, the thing about these rifles, here's the shell casing as I fired it off. This is a 30-06. You can't read it, but it is. Okay. Yep. Okay. This rifle is a very good rifle. I got it off a buddy of mine. He traded me his old Enfield for this. So it's still the Enfield, but it's US. Now, the story about these rifles is that they loaned 100 of these. Now, see, the original 1917 Enfield had a wood cut. You saw my my previous videos with the 1916 SMLE with all the wood covering it from right down here. This is sporterized. As all that's been removed and only this is left. But the war version, the military version, had the wood. Okay. This is my new sniper rifle. I can snipe somebody effectively up to 100 yards myself personally. And when I mean by sniping somebody, is a bad guy, not a civilian or anybody. It's just a kidnapper, rapist, or something like that that I happen to be in, or home defense. It's not very good at home defense rifle. I'll show you why. This action and rifle is 100 years old. It still works like it's been bought today. It looks, see it? Looks brand new. Just a little darker. As you know, the Stalker Garnettis family of the War Devils is Enfields. But this is all American, so which makes it special. It fires 30-06 cartridge. That's a shell casing of it. Doesn't kick as much as a 303. The SMLE Enfield was shorter than this, as you know. Go watch my videos to see pictures of it. This is the American version, what they carried in World War I, except had the wood on it. So Stalker, Garnettis, how's this sniper rifle? Doesn't even have a scope. I'll show you some of the sniper features it has. An ergonomic bolt. A very reliable safety. It's a sniper safety, so you barely need to move. You just push it, and it's off safe. You pull it back, and it's on. A recurved bolt, as you can see right here. See the recurved bolt? That's one of the things that were unique about the 1917 rifles, was the recurved bolt and the sight. You can see it now. And finally, last, here, let me turn this over a bit so you can see through the window. So, last but not least, the final sniper deal is the ladder sight. So you can use it without a scope. Like right now, I have a scope for it, but not the mount. My sister, my kind Spirit of Death, please give a shout out to her. She's in the National Guard. She is a Spirit of Death, and as well as a National Guard logistics specialist. So please contact her on Facebook and thank her for her service. If I see any of you molest my sister or harass her, you will be next. Period. I don't care what the sheriff down here says. I don't care. It's my sister, my baby sister. Ouch. Also, another sniper feature is it has the very long and very heavy barrel, the caliber of 30-06, and the weight it's a very heavy rifle, but when you post it down and it has two kind of sights. One, if you can see through that, this right here is a U. It's a BUIS. Is what operators call a BYUS, a backup iron sight. And then it has number 2, a folding leaf sight. If you can see it, let's see if I can't line it up. If I can't line up, as you can see, that's what it looks like from the first-person view. Yeah, right there. See where the left side is? So it looks like sniper view. Okay, and then of course combat view. So while you're getting to your hide, you will use this, and while you're in your sniping position, you will use this. And it is adjustable from 25 to 1,300 yards. Official increments are marked from 200 to 1,300 yards or meters. And then of course you very gently put it down. There you go. This rifle's cartridge capacity is 5 rounds. It has another advantage. Let me get my handy dandy Leatherman here with its knife, like Tom Berenger did in Sniper. Oh, come on. You can use your finger, but it's far easier to use a knife. Okay? Like a file or something. Something easy, and then I'm just going to use my finger. Okay, see it? This right there, inside of that, you put your bore snake or your cleaning rods or something. Or a bottle, and then you shut it up. And it's real nice. Recoil on this rifle is very pleasant. I shot it today. Only had 1 round. I'm probably going to do some training because the Lord inspired me. Or gave me the idea. Hey, Curse, do some training with this rifle because it's new, it's unfamiliar. So you're going to need to do some training. And this is where that shell casing came from, was my shootout today. Where's my, the impact of my target at 25 yards was dead center, 1 inch low on the center. This is a very, let's see if I can't, well, I'll show you that later. How you would use it as a sniper configuration. Okay, you'd patrol with your BUIS, so that way you can walk through the woods and kind of have it ready. Okay, then when you reach your sniping spot, you put it in your position. This has 5 rounds in it, we're going to imagine it. Wait, you know what? How you load this rifle. Take it off safe, which is forward. Put the bolt up. Put it back. We're going to pretend this is a bolt. You put it in a steel. Nice little safety hide. Look, see it? See it right there? Let me try that again. Okay. You take it, and then you just kind of like a normal hunt rifle. You just go click, push it all the way down if you need to. Okay. There you go, and then you just, like if you want to load it later, you just push down on the bolt, push down on the bullet, grab the bolt, and you just slide that forward. See how the bullet's not going in? Okay, and then squeeze the trigger to keep it uncocked. Push the bolt forward, and there we go. See? Then put it back on safe so your kids don't shoot it. Okay. Now then, to reload it, you'd push safe forward, push the bolt back, all the way back. This is kind of a pain in the ass, so I'm just going to use it like this. You're going to do it like that. It's going to come up like that. You're going to... Come on, baby. This ain't working real good. Okay, see it sliding in? See the bullet sliding in? Just slide it in there. Shell casings are always hard to get in there. There you go. It's latched on. And there we go. You'd be ready to fire if that were a bullet. You push this back. You push it back. Okay. And there you go. You're on safe. Then you'd put up your leaf sight. And you'd graduate it, let's say, to that creek bed. It's about, oh, I'd say 30 yards. So 30 yards, as you can see, this little leaf sight right there. There's every notch. There's a notch between the hundreds of yards and the tens of yards. So I'd put it just, oh, here's 25, and right there would be 30. And then pull up on it, make sure it clicks. Okay, following the 7-step war double rule. Position on target. I'm aiming for an oak tree. Safety off. Okay. This isn't a real bullet in here. Keeping my finger off the trigger. I'm starting to calm down. And as the war devil rolls, adjust your rifle, not your head, to the elevation. So, for example, if I have it at 1,300 yards right here, as you can now see it, it went from being 50 yards, to 30. You raise the rifle to the iron sight. So, for example, right here, I'm dead center at 100 yards. There we go. The peep sight, as you can see, it's right there. It's a little hole about the size of a pinball, but when you zoom in on it, it looks bigger. That's why it compensates for a scope, because your only focus is not this right here, but this right here. Your eye and brain will focus on that little hole, and then on the front sight, and you'll be completely just like a real scope. I am having they do sell scope mounts. So I have bought my kind's as Spirit of Death. I still have to get her nickname, but my kind Spirit of Death sister bought me a scope mount and 20 rounds of ammo. I'll show you the optic version of this. But anyway, this right here, this will do for sniping or for hunting. You just take this like this and lower it or higher it. You get in your position. Sometimes you'll be like this or like this, or maybe even like that. Well, anyway, the 7-step war devil rule is that number 1, we acquire a target and put our stock to our shoulders and fallen angel. Number 2, wait, we gotta start on safe here. Number 2, we push our safeties forward. Number 3, push our finger on the trigger. Number 4, this is a 2-stage trigger, as you can see right here. This is 50% right here. It goes 50%, and then pull it back, and it goes 100. And it basically goes off. So you'd go. I'm shooting at a tree. At 30 yards. So we'd make sure. Anyway, so that's number 4. You put your finger on the trigger and you apply pressure, holding dead center, and then 5, 6, and 7. You go. 3 deep breaths. And then pow. And then keeping your see the showcasing pull out. Anyway, and then of course you're empty. Now the big disadvantage to these rifles is nothing but this. It's an advantage and a disadvantage. First of all, first advantage is only 5 rounds, 30-06, so when you shoot, pick your target. And 30-06, it recoils about like this. I'll show you what the recoil looks like. It goes pow. Okay, just like that. It's a recoil like this. It's a very heavy hitting recoil. Here's another disadvantage: hard bolt. And although while it might be a smooth safety, it requires some force and it's heavy. It's 10 pounds. So here's the primary disadvantage. This right here, you see the my light's kind of fucking funky right now. You have to press this down when you're empty in order to push this forward. Makes it a pain for training. Another disadvantage: this is a World War I model. It's 100 years old, so its ballistics are only calculated for World War I ammo, although I learned within my 1960s, modern ammo was accepted. The advantages to this, right here, if you can see it in the window, right here there's a rail scope mount that you can buy. It's called a P17 scope mount. It's rail or it's fixed. You can attach your scopes to it. Okay, disadvantage to that is this: torsional rigidity. Not torsional, but rigidity. It'll vibrate when you shoot. Another disadvantage to this thing Okay. Is it cocks on closing? Advantage or disadvantage? What makes it advantageous is it's easier to keep uncocked when you're moving on missions. So, for example, let's say you don't want to cock it, you don't want to be ready to fire, but you want to shut, or you have a, your bullet down here in the chamber. You just press your bullet down, and when it gets to the stopping point, like right here, this stopping point, you squeeze the trigger, you push it forward to thumb, and like that, put it on safe, and therefore disengages the seer. Disadvantages: this is a very difficult gun to cock. You really gotta slam it forward for it to cock, and then put it on safe, of course. And then of course go 1, 2, 3. Another disadvantage. Advantage: you can remove its bolt. Disadvantage is that you can see. Let's see if I can. This right here. This is the bolt catch, and it's a pain in the ass. I'm going to show you two disadvantages. First of all, to remove the bolt, you pull back on the bolt catch. Pull it back. Pull the hammer back, and keep. And there you go. Bolt. And in order to remove the bolt head, the bolt from the housing, you have to pull back on this thing right here. You see the spine, and it is bad. I do it, but it hurts bad. It really is. Strong spring. So that's the disadvantage to the bolt catch. You just reinsert the bolt like this, and then pump it forward, and you'll hear a click. Push down your deal or load your ammo, and then there you go, and you're ready. So yeah, the disadvantage is very expensive. It's around $1,000. I didn't buy it. I was traded it. So yeah, this is Stalker Garnettis. I have graduated to sniper. This is my sniper rifle, property defense, and I'll see you later. Hey, special thanks to my sister Kayla, or my sister's Spirit of Death, which made all this possible. Also, one more thing I'd like to mention: this stock right here, the grip is very extremely comfortable. You can hold this for hours on end. And this doesn't kick very hard. It kicks, but don't kick very hard. Alright, man. Always remember, oil, oil, oil. Hey, Stalker Garnettis, God bless you. Good luck.